Hello, I'm David and welcome to our math tutorial. Please subscribe and like my YouTube channel to support this work. So we'll read the question. The second, fourth, and seventh terms of a geometric progression are the first three consecutive terms of a geometric progression. If the common difference of the arithmetic progression is 2, find 1. The last term of the geometric progression. B, the sum of the first 8 terms of geometric progression. And C, the 9th term of arithmetic progression. Let's go to the solution. So under solution here, we have here our AP and we have our GP, arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Now we shall have first term. Now the first term for AP, it will be A. Now to avoid confusion, the first term for GP we shall write A, but now GP, just to show that is the first term for geometric progression, but don't confuse, it's just first term A and A. So this GP only differentiate so that this is first term for geometric progression. Then common difference only appears in arithmetic progression, which is given by D, but for the geometric progression is given as common ratio, small letter r. Then for the AP, you find that the nth term or Tn is given by A plus, open bracket, n minus 1, D. But for the GP, the nth term is given by A r power n minus 1. Now, from our question, we are given the second term of AP. Second term of AP is equivalent to A plus n minus 1, D, where n is 2. So it will be 2 minus 1, which is 1. So we cannot write 1, D, we just write A plus D, now which is equivalent to A plus 2, because we have been given that our D is 2. Then the fourth term of the AP, fourth term will be A plus 3D, using this formula, A plus 3D, which is A plus 3 times 2, which is 6. Then the seventh term is equivalent to A plus 6D, which is A plus 6 times 2, which is 12. Now, we were told that the second, fourth, and seventh terms of an AP correspond to the first 3 consecutive terms of a GP. Consecutive means following each other. Like the first 3 consecutive terms of a GP is first term A, second term, and third term. Now remember, which means the second term of an AP is equivalent to the first term of GP. Remember, first term of GP, we said it is A GP, just to differentiate. Then now the fourth term of AP is equal to the second term of GP. Second term of GP will be A r power n minus 1. So if n is 2, it means 2 minus 1, 1. Instead of AR power 1, we just write AR. Then the seventh term of AP is equivalent to the third term of GP, which means it will be A GP. GP meaning geometric progression is just, in simple terms, just say A r squared. Now, to solve part 1, which wanted us to compute the first term of AP, not AP, sorry, GP. This is what we'll do. Now we know that for GP, if I take the second term and divide by first term, I'll get common ratio R. The same value I will get when I divide the third term over second term, or if I divide 9th term over 8th term, I get R. Like there is constant ratio between 2 consecutive or 2 successive terms. So illustrate here. So it means now my second term, remember, my second term in GP is the same as my fourth term in AP. So A plus 6, which is my second term, divided by A plus 2, my first term, is equivalent to my third term divided by my second term. Like if you take The ratio of two consecutive terms is constant, which is the common ratio R. Now, from there, we will do cross multiplication. So, we cross multiply, you find a plus 6 times a plus 6 is equivalent to a plus 12 times a plus 2. So that you'll come up with this a squared plus 12a plus 36 is equivalent to a squared plus 14a plus 24. So when you are here, remember a squared and a squared will cancel. Why? Because if this one comes here, it will be a negative, or this one comes here, it will be a negative. Then I will remain with, now, because we have here 12a and 14a, automatically 12a being smaller value will go to the side of 14a. The same will apply, have 36 and 24. So 24 will have to cross and come the other side of equal sign. So when you solve, we get 2a is equivalent to 12 and a is 6. So remember, now we get a as 6. This a here is the first term of AP, not GP. Now, when we come back, remember the first term of GP, AGP is equivalent to a plus 2. So the first term of geometric progression is equivalent to the first term of arithmetic plus 2. Meaning the first term of GP will just be equivalent to a plus 2, which is a is 6 plus 2, so it will be 8. Then question number B, the sum of the first 8 terms. Now we cannot get the sum of the terms unless we have the common ratio. So we are looking for the sum of the first 8 terms of the GP. So first of all, we said earlier a plus 6 divided by a plus 2 is equivalent to our common ratio. So we can replace a is 6. Now don't confuse. This a is the first term of AP, not the first term of GP. So we use 6 plus 6 over 6 plus 2, which is 12 over 8, 1.5. So our R is 1.5. Now, remember, when you come here, the sum of terms, we have two formula. Since our R is 1.5 more than 1, the formula will be A into bracket Rn, R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Here, R is 1.5, which is more than 1. Now, another thing, remember, we are talking about GP. Now, when you talk about GP, this A here is 8, is not 6. So it will be the value of 8. So S8, because they wanted first 8 terms, it will be 8, which is first term in GP, open bracket 1.5, which is R power 8 minus 1 divided by 1.5 minus 1. R minus 1, you get 394.06, or rather, we can just say it is 394. We can omit the decimal because it's very negligible, 394. Then the ninth term of AP. Now the ninth term of AP, we know that T9 is A plus 8D, but now A here is the F for AP, which is 6 plus 8 times 2, which is 22. We say quite easily done. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.